Hello guys, this is Quardox, thanks for tuning in. In the last video of Overwatch I introduced you to the game and told you the story, how the game was developed, and now we're taking a closer look at the graphics and the characters. And you see here right on their homepage, the graphic is drawn to the hand-drawn style or animation. It's not a hyper-realistic game but more the fun type of game with cool graphics and cool effects and cool visual art style. And you can see here that if we go down a little bit, you could choose 4 different roles. You could play as a defensive character, an offensive character, as a tank, or choose the support class if you like to revive, heal and give a shield or something. But we will see in this game that it is not like in other games that just the support class has the ability to shield each other people. There are also tanks in this game which can give shields to other people, and if we go up here to heroes, they have a nice overview right here on the homepage. And let's start with the first character, Saraya. She has a very big gun with a beam of some sort, and we can watch the video right here and take a look at how she's played in the game.
Together we are strong.
Okay, she has a pretty big gun with some sort of beam. You can also see in the top on which button the different attacks are. It's with all the characters the same. They all have 4 abilities, and we will see how that plays out when they play together. It is pretty interesting. It's some sort of grenade launcher or a plasma ball launcher in this case, with some area of effect damage to it. So that is pretty cool. She also got a shield, so that is pretty useful. And here we see that you can also give the shield to your teammates, so that could come in handy in some cases. We know this game is based around the team aspect and to be a tactical team shooter, and this is the ultimate ability, the Graviton Surge. I think combined with some other abilities of other characters, this could play out to be very helpful in maybe taking flag when there are more enemies in a closer area. I think that's a pretty cool example of how the characters' uniqueness are, and you can here watch every ability on their own again. So I would recommend the homepage they created here is pretty amazing. You also get to every character a backstory, and right there you can sign up for the beta. If I'm lucky, I will be chosen. Let's take a look at the next character, McCree, a cowboy that shoots pretty quick. And let's take a look what he has in repository.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Okay, standard attack, what we would have expected with a revolver. It's actually a peacekeeper. Okay, the second attack is a quick barrage of the whole magazine. Okay, you get 5 shots. That's good to know. Okay, a very quick roll.
Whoa there!
And a stun grenade, that's very helpful in some situations, I guess. And wow, special ability can actually lock onto heads like in Red Dead Redemption. That's really cool. If you can combine that with a shield, then you can shoot through the shield, even if you're locked onto them. You will see that everything combined moves, and it's a situation that could actually happen in-game. Just imagine they are drawn together by this graviton ball, and he's just coming in and blasting everything away. Again, you can watch the abilities of the character. Here you get a little background story, and we move on to the next one. It's Tracer. She's pretty amazing as well. Let's take a look.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
They also posted some screenshots recently where they tell us everything about the outfits of different characters. So if you're a cosplay interested person for some convention or something, there you can get the colors and the details for your costume. And this character is amazing. She can actually like revert the time and transport back about 3 seconds. Also create a pulse bomb. Okay, that combined with some other abilities could turn out to be pretty helpful. Seems like the enemies get blasted away, and there we get a look at the bomb mode where you have to protect the bomb. Yeah, I think this character will be interesting to see how it plays out. And the next one is the Reaper. Let's take a look. I think he's a gunman as well. But don't worry, every character is unique, so they don't have the same abilities. Every character they introduce has its own great abilities. Okay, we get like 6 shots of the 2 guns. Seems like to be some sort of maybe more to the shotgun range, so it's not for long distance. Okay, Wraith form, he is invincible for a few seconds, but it won't be too long so that it gets imbalanced. Shadow Step, also very nice, interesting feature, so you can teleport, and we know about the quick gameplay from games like Unreal Tournament and Team Fortress 2 and other games in the genre that could turn out to be pretty interesting if teams meet each other that are a little bit skillful with the character, and if they play together in the right moment. Like you see here, it just spins into this objective and kills all the enemies here. It could turn out to be a pretty interesting game and be really, for the competitive scene, something pretty nice. I hope they have like a competitive mode that has a certain rule set to it, like Counter-Strike. I would really like to play in competitive. The next is the Widowmaker. It's actually a defense class sniper. Let's see what she's got.
1 shot, 1 kill.
1 shot, 1 kill. Okay, you get like an SMG gun with a lot of bullets, seem to be 25 bullets or something, or 30 bullets maybe. And then you also got sniper zoom.
I see you.
I don't know if it actually locks on the head like with the revolver
Next.
McCree. It's a 1-shot kill, I think, if you headshot. Maybe 2 on the body. That would be what I would imagine. That is pretty cool, a grappling hook, so that you can get around on the high points pretty quick. So that's actually cool. You actually get to use abilities that, like this Venom here, enemy just runs in, falls over, you get a quick kill, can use that to defend your back maybe, and then if you need to get away, just use the grappling hook like that, ching, and snipe them all away. That's pretty awesome. Shield is gone, headshot, headshot, and someone's killed with a sniper rifle will be definitely a great enemy, but combine all those super abilities and the ultimate abilities into a game and you don't know what you get out of it. Next is Winston, ape character. He's also a tank and I'm pretty excited. He looks really cool. I know there is one tank with a shield, but I don't think that was him actually. Let's see what he's got. He's a sort of force electric Tesla cannon. The jump pack could come in handy as well. I want to get to a sniper's position or something. Wait a second, that is an ability you can actually use to defend the whole team, I think. That's an ability that will be used very often, I think. It's always nice to have. And Rage, where you can jump pretty far and do really damage. That is awesome. So you get like 3 to 4 swings and then you get a jump and a little bit of splash damage, I guess. Well, I'm so excited, so much different characters and they're all unique. I know from him he can fly. Let's take a look at Farah.
I will protect the innocent.
Rocket launcher. Nice start. Okay, jump jet like the last character. Boosts you up a little bit differently than with the ape, and ooh, you can hover. That spins the whole gameplay around once more.
Clearing the area.
That's pretty cool. Concussive blast. If you combine that whole abilities and you see there is a special down and you hover in the air, shoot these little rockets down, just combine all these things. Oh my god, and the maps look in the background and every videos you got the different maps. That's the ancient inspired map. Can't wait to see. I think you can go up on the roofs and everywhere. So I think the gameplay is like in the newest Call of Duty game, vertical and horizontal. Next is Reinhardt, that's the one I meant before with the shield ability and the big hammer. He will do a lot of damage, I guess, in melee. Let's take a look.
Justice will be done.
Justice will be done. Alright. Rocket hammer. Okay, strikes really fast, so you want to stay away from him. That's for sure. Shield can take some damage, that's nice. I guess that's just a basic attack, so if you hit it with something stronger, I think you can take just 1 or 2 shots maybe. That's also nice, a charge attack. So you really don't want to get too close to this character with the rocket hammer and the charge attack. And the fire strike, that ability is nice. So even in range, you can do a lot of damage, and then the Earth Shatter ability, you can take out the whole group and stun you for 1 or 2 seconds, and that could give his teammates the chance to actually pull out something stronger. And something pulls you together and explodes, and then the whole team is dead.
Stay down.
Would be a very quick game, can you imagine? Doesn't seem like the rounds will take that long and there will be a lot of respawning. Now we get our first look at the first support character, Symmetra. Let's look what she's got in her repository.
True enemy of humanity is disorder.
Okay, you can actually drain the enemies, and I guess with the same weapon you can heal the enemies maybe. Oh, and there you see you can take out a shield with the support class, so that gives you so much abilities and ways to play together with so much different abilities. I mean, it's just amazing.
Defensive matrix established.
Sentry turrets. Wow, they just drain you so quick. If you have the one that teleports back, maybe you can survive it, or some sort of quick jump out of that situation.
Teleporter online. I have opened the path.
Also nice. It lets your whole teammate teleport to this location. Awesome. It's like a spawn beacon in Battlefield basically. So that's amazing. Next is Torbjörn, the little dwarf, and I know that he has a turret. And this little gun I saw in the other trailer got me really excited. Okay, just a normal gun, doesn't look too amazing, to be honest. Doesn't blow me away, that's the little shotgun I meant. Okay, just refills it with lava or something.
hammer
Then what do we
time.
got? A forge hammer. Guess you can maybe repair it, something with that, or build.
I have big plans for you.
Nice. There's the turret. You can repair it. And combine it with a shield and a sniper. Then you can draw the enemies with the little turret. The sniper just blasts them away. Combine it with some ultimate abilities. It turned out to be pretty awesome. So that is really a support class as well, to stay in the background, maybe defend a little bit, and that's for what you got the two little guns basically, I think, for defending and setting up turrets. And also giving your tanks and damage dealers the armor boost they need to defend off the enemies on the front line. It's pretty cool. Turrets actually help out a lot here, so the little dwarf will not be defenseless. Next is Bastion, a robot, also a defense class. You can see it right here, turn into a little cannon. It's also pretty neat, and the ideas they put in are pretty cool. It's also bird friendly, I see. Some sort of rifle on the right arm. It's just like a standard SMG rifle. And if you configure yourself into this little turret, you can do a lot of damage and defend your position with the shield, but don't stay on the same spot too long, because they all hit campers and they all try to kill you pretty quick. Self-repair, pretty nice self-healing ability, and then you can turn into a tank. That's, I think, is pretty cool for the bomb mode. If you squart a bomb, a specific path, the tank will come in handy, I guess. There we see it again. It's pretty cool as turret, and with the shield as turret you've got a little bit more defense because you stay still, but when you're on the move maybe you do a little bit more damage, and that could make the difference while escorting the bomb with your team. And let's take a look at the next. Hanzo, it's the arrow of this universe. Let's take a look what he has
Comes honor.
for abilities.
With honor, redemption.
Okay, seems like a standard bow shot with the left click. I guess they do a lot of damage because they are
See through the
taking time to
dragon's
reload,
eyes.
and there we see you can actually see through the wall the enemies with this ability. And I think it's cool that it is stationary and then just a 3D spotting around it when you see through, so not everyone will see from every direction everything. It's just a little tiny area, maybe a hallway, and we got the scattered arrow shot. That's pretty cool for close quarters, and of course the ultimate ability. That's pretty cool. Need to be really quick if you want to evade that. So combine these whole abilities into one epic battle with a few people like that there. Also pushes them back and not only shows you the enemy through the wall, and then they go through every building, one direction and kill everything. That is pretty cool. So everyone really has abilities like support classes. I think it's that one right here can actually revive your team members, so you really need to think what game mode and what do the others play, what maybe combines best, and I will try to find out a little bit if the community has figured out some ways already, but when the game hits beta I think we will see the first real gameplay, how it plays out when normal people play it or not used to all that stuff, and we can go from there. And nothing too special at this character yet, to be honest. Just a little defensive pistol, shoots pretty quick, and I guess 3 shots or something, 1 headshot, 1 body shot will probably kill you. Let's see what she's got as well. Guardian Angel, okay. You can actually fly to your team members maybe. But descend slowly, so you can overwatch the battlefield and try to figure out where you need to be to resurrect your teammates if they die. Locations where we are surprised or something from behind or from an angle they weren't suspecting the enemies from, then you could just ascend like an angel and revive them. Next one is a support class as well, and I also think it's the last one. It's Zenyatta. Let's take a look what he got for us.
True self is without form.
That's basically the same effect as the little gun from the support class before. Okay, like 3 to 4 shots, pretty high speed. You can also focus on a target and heal it. That's pretty neat. And he's also just hovering. It's pretty cool. Not quite sure what that is, but seems to maybe stun the enemy for 2 seconds to give you the chance to get 4 or 5 shots into him to actually kill him. When you get the shield, of course, you need more. Then you can actually heal everyone in your vicinity with a big group heal. In the area, I guess you need to stay in this circle you see in the ground. That's pretty cool. So we got everything in this game, from support classes to tanks and damage dealers. That's the first one. Let's take a look at the end here at the whole picture of all the heroes in the world of Overwatch. I can't wait until the beta hits. I also saw that there is some live gameplay from PAX 2014, but it's just captured footage with a camera from a little monitor at PAX, so it's nothing too special. But we got to see McCree in action, and as it looks, it plays pretty fast like Unreal Tournament, and you actually need to aim from right to left, up to down, from everywhere, expect the enemies. And it's pretty funny at the beginning when the people don't know the levels that much and they just run in and want to get to the objectives. And I think you will have many different routes as well, so you can go through all kinds of tunnels, houses, over roofs and underground, and I can't wait until we can play it all. I hope to also play with some of my fans here at the channel. If you're not a subscriber of my channel, why not become one? It's free, and I make interesting, informative videos about Overwatch and Star Wars Battlefront and a bunch of indie games you may never have heard of. So check them out if you haven't. I bring this video to an end now. Say thanks for watching. Until next time, guys. Bring you more information, of course, in June about this game after we have heard of it at E3. I hope they unveil maybe some more heroes or something, but until then I've told you everything there is. The homepage link is in the description. I'm Quardox, HEV, out.